Alright, today we're going to be going over some obscure or interesting facts that you may or may not know about Spiral Knights. This is going to be a lot faster paced video than I usually make, so with that out of the way, let's get into this. Any of the Tortagun crystals will prevent enemies from walking into them. However, they can also stop any of the monsters that have a charging animation in their tracks, like the Trojans, Vanaduk, and even the Dreadnoughts. Gromulkans can have a very strange hitbox when they're in their chase mode, and have a very short window, but can be shield bumped and even pushed back with any of the guns from the Pulsar line. In the start of the mission, Dreams and Nightmares, you can skip the opening cutscene by dying, and you can proceed up to the elevator. This causes the cutscene to bug out and stop working as intended. As an added bonus, you can also kill the Swarm Eye. Rockets from the Rocket Puppies can be shot out of the air with certain weapon projectiles, though you will need to time this correctly, otherwise your attack will phase right through. Melee weapons can also be used to destroy the rockets in midair. However, it's very likely that it's going to hurt you as well. Another interesting interaction is that gravity bombs will pull and mess with the trajectory of the rockets as well. Water orbs can be used to cure the curse status effect. And when you are cursed, you can open up your character's menu item to see what items are currently cursed and unable to be used. If you were inflicted with the shock status effect, you are able to instantly throw all of your vials by spamming the number keys. And if you are close to the world's center, you will see all the effects splash down near you. Opening your recipe menu in missions and holding down your shield while constantly switching weapons will cause your shield to slowly rotate to the back of your head. When charging from zero, you can run into a spike trap or take any damage to quickly skip to about around 25% of the weapon's charge, though this is a bit of a risky strat. However, it can be used strategically if you're careful enough, and this is really good for bombs. You can dash through the swarm seeds using the Rocket Hammer's second attack, and chaining it will give you faster movement. Should you somehow die in the tutorial after using your emergency revive, the game will actually not let you use Sparks of Life, instead granting you infinite emergency revives. I have no idea how you would even die here. The Divine Avenger and Grand Faust have their visual effects stacked slightly when switching, however this is not the same for the Hot Edge or the Static Edge. When shooting enemies on certain levels, some objects in the levels will flash red. This is most likely a visual bug, but it's strange that it's still in the game even to this day. Void Lumbers are the only construct that are affected by the sleep status effect, though it's probably because they're not technically constructs anymore, I guess. Most shields will keep their larger size when you go from shielding to running, but will return to a normal size whenever you stop moving. This is way more noticeable on shields like the Torto shields. You can skip the fire tick damage by dashing. This requires really good timing, and having good fire defenses will help a lot too. You can break line of sight and even detection from monsters by dashing in any direction. This will also apply to things like rockets and the howitzers, and you can do something a little funny where you can dash away next to a teammate and have them take the hit for you instead. In compound levels, there's a rare chance that you can sometimes encounter cabinets that can yield some loot upon being broken open. And last, but certainly not least, Korra has two separate models that are seen in-game. The Comlink Korra, that has two plumes, one offset to see the side better in the cutscenes, and one that we can see clearly in the Hall of Heroes. It's a small but noticeable difference once you actually pay attention to it. And that's all I have for today. If any of you out there have any other strange or obscure facts that I didn't cover, go ahead and let me know in the comments below, and later I might make a follow-up video on this. Thank you for watching, and have a good one.